This conference will now be recorded.
So a few things I have already done. You need not worry about that. The committee moderation committee chair is to create a subfolder named examinations inside the college folder in 10.10.10.84. I just want to show you. So this is 10.10.10.84. Here we have CFS. Here we have the folder. First one, examinations. And I have created folders for all CFS faculty. Okay. My job was up to here, but I have done extra things for all of you to save the time. For everybody, I have created these three folders: exam documents, important documents including the pre-moderation form, course assessor report for post-moderation, and revised post-moderation form. They're also there, and the required guidelines related to anti-plagiarism and all these things are available here. Okay, so back to our PPT. This job has already been done. This one also done. The moderation committee chair must create, and I have done it, a subfolder for each of the college faculty. I have done it. Example I have given here. For example, SM Ruhul Alam. Then create a subfolder. I have done it also. Fall 2020 and spring 2020. You can also create third one. How you will do it, I will let you know at the end. Don't worry. So far you cannot access, so you have to do a few steps. I will guide you through. Don't worry. So I have created these two folders. I would request all of you, including myself, please, when you start browsing, accessing these folders, create one more folder, that is summer 2020 moderation, under your name. Okay. Now in this slide, there are two things. If you are using UOB office computer, your office computer, you have to inform IT unit to provide read and write access. Actually, I have already done it for you also, for all of you. It is done, alhamdulillah. All of you can access your respective folder plus Dr. Khalifa, because he has to approve all the exams, and I myself as the EMC chair has to do all the moderation and observing all the things. So we both will have access to all the folders, and you, everybody will have access to your respective folder. This one has been done. I have given examples here again. So please don't mind if I am using some names. To me, everybody is same. We are a family, CFS family. Dr. Suleiman can see only his folder and has read or write access to his folder only. Similarly, Ms. Sabra can see only her folder and has read or write access to her folder only. But CFS director and EMC chair, we both can access all faculty folders, because I have to copy paste documents from each folder to another folder. In the coming slides, you will see. Each faculty member should follow IT guidelines on how to access this folder from outside the campus. So here I would again move to another file for you. This is the file I received from Mr. Saad, IT head. I will share with you through CFS office after this presentation. So number one, you have to download the VPN client software. You can find the details here. The address, web address is here. Just click it. Okay, follow these steps. Create a username, any username and password. Download the software for Windows. In case you are using your personal computer, this is the username for all UOB faculty, ABCD, and your password is ABCD23. You can create any username. Even you can create Kashif as I did, and in password Kashif 234567. This is the way you can create WatchGuard. Download the software, this first one, at your home PC. I am talking about home PC. For UOB PC, everybody has to contact Mr. Muhammad Saad personally. Most probably today or by Sunday, please. He will help you to do all these things. You have to download it, save the file, see the yellow color, to your downloads folder anywhere on your desktop. Then install it. Number 3, how to execute this software. Choose the software, then this is the step. Connecting the VPN client software. These steps are very easy, very easy. Type the IP address. This is the IP address, user ID and password. This user and ID and password are basically your UOB user ID and password. Okay, this is for UOB for all 134.0.200 or 203.60. Then here your username, UOB username and UOB password. You can save it for later use because now we use it on daily basis. Once your VPN is connected, all right, you have to connect it. Once it is connected, now look at my screen. 1 second, I will first close this. Now this one is connected on my PC. On my screen, just 1 second, it is here. Here. You can see I am already connected. Before the presentation, I connected myself. Here in the search bar of your computer window, you will write run. It will open this small window for you. Here you will type slashes, all right, oblique line, then 10.10. This is already there. All these instructions are there in PDF file. Once you have typed this, okay, and now you can access the folders from here. This is CFS, examinations, and your folders. So you can also find, for example, this is one of Mr. Rahul's old PPT available here, video recording, when he was in the pre-moderation process. Okay, so this is what you have to do with this. In this context, about this file, I mean, if you face any problem, please ask Mr. Muhammad Saad, because this is entirely an IT job from the IT department. In case you are using your personal computer at home, if you are using UOB computer, please email Mr. Muhammad Saad right now. You can tell him your office number. He will definitely help you to install all these. Okay, now the process starts. Number 1, the moderation committee chair should request the faculty members to create a folder for each of their course. Each of their courses, especially in case of math, IT, LSP, and GUR. There are more than one courses for each and every faculty. So each and every faculty will create as many folders as they have the courses running. To upload all the pre-moderation documents, they are 7 in total. How they are 7, I will show you here. 5 of these documents are already mentioned in this pre-moderation form. It's a bit slow because of the heavy load. These are the 5 documents. Number 1, assessment script. Number 2, answer key. Number 3, assessment map. Number 4, course specifications. And number 5, course outcome assessment plan. These are the 5 documents. Document number 6 is the same form which is now open to you, pre-moderation form. And document number 7 is the Turnitin report. And I have already informed the group leader that I received the information from Quality Assurance Department to communicate with the group leader that Turnitin is functional now. Hopefully they have communicated to the exam writers. So these are the 7 documents, 5 these, 6th one this document, and 7th is the Turnitin report. These are the 7 documents the exam writer has to upload in his or her respective folder. Now, step by step, just for you to understand in an easier way, I have used the example of Mr. Aries. For example, if Mr. Aries, you can check your own task allocation. Just example, if he is writing an exam, so Mr. Aries will access his name, examination folder, then his own name, then fall 2020 moderation. Then I have created an extra folder to make the things easier and simpler, midterm. And here Mr. Aries will upload this, write the name of his course. For example, if he is teaching more than one course, he can write FANG 2, FANG 3. He can create more than one folders if he has more than one courses. Just to suppose he is teaching only one course, that is FANG 2, then in this folder, he or she, here Mr. Aries, but I mean every faculty member has to upload his or her documents, 7 documents, which I discussed in the previous slide. If more than one course, as is the case with LSP, GUR, Math and IT, please create a folder for each course with course name and upload all these 7 documents there. For each course separate. Then I will follow the approved moderation allocation, which has already been communicated to you through CFS office by Ms. Rauda. And from there, I will populate the moderators folder. I will collect the documents for the exam writers folder, and I will populate them in the moderators folder according to the approved schedule. For example, if I am moderating any exam, I will bring those documents into my folder for moderation. The name of the folder, each and every instructor has to create another folder in under his folder, that is moderation 1. For moderators, this folder is only for moderators. All the moderators will create an extra folder, not writers, moderators. That is moderation 1. In this folder, I will populate the documents for moderation. If a second moderation is required later on, we will see, you will start after this step. Up to here, it is simple, same. Once the moderation is complete, pre-moderation, the moderator inserts his or her digital signature in the pre-moderation form. I hope I am clear up to here. After that, the moderation committee chair, here so far I am, copies the moderated documents back to faculties folder, put it inside a folder completed moderation 1. This folder I can create for everybody, or I would request every faculty, all faculty, to create this folder again as a subfolder. It will save me my time. Or I can create, no problem, I will copy the same folder without looking into it, completed moderation 1, into the writers folder back. The faculty member, here I mean the exam writer, reviews the pre-moderation form and based on the comments makes the necessary changes and upload the documents to a new folder. This folder, every faculty, I mean here again the writer, has to create after moderation 1. Previously, the writer, a moderator created a folder moderation 1. All right. Moderator inserts his or her digital signatures. I will collect the documents from the moderator's folder and in a folder named completed moderation 1, and I will copy them back to the writer's folder. Writer will make the necessary changes if they are required. And even if not required, please create a new folder after moderation 1 under his or her main folder. Do not make changes in the first submission. This folder should have the new exam paper. I mean the same exam paper with the required changes adjusted. Please don't change the same copy. We need original paper separate and moderated one separate. Folder separate, paper separate, answer key separate. Please do not overwrite. If second moderation is required, I mean there are more than required changes, too many changes have been suggested, and the moderator or the writer thinks that they should go through another moderation process, the moderator repeats these steps starting from slide number 11. This is slide number 11. Now for second moderation, instead of moderation 1 folder, now the moderator will create moderation 2 folder, and the writer, instead of completed moderation 1, create completed moderation 2 folder for me. I will collect these documents for approval so that the changes can be tracked. This point again, once I will monitor the moderation process is completed. I will be observing your folders to finalize the process. EMC chair inform the faculty members, I mean writer. Now it is entirely writer's responsibility to get dean's signature on the exam paper, number 1. And number 2, moderation committee's chair, in case so far my signature on the pre-moderation form, moderator will do the signature. At the end, once everything is settled, moderation is complete, the script has been signed by the dean, then I, the EMC chair, will also sign the pre-moderation form that this pre-moderation process for this particular course is complete. Now again for the writer faculty, upload the signed copy of the paper under a folder. You will create another folder, approved exam, and creating a folder takes 10 to 15 seconds. 10 to 15 seconds. Right click, new, create folder, give it the name, approved exam, done, enter. Each faculty must create this subfolder under his or her name, especially the writers, because you know we keep on changing the writers in every term, not semester, every term. The writers in midterm are different and the writers in final exam are different. So better everybody should create all these folders for future use. That's all. Thank you very much. From my side, it's over now. These two files, this one and the PDF file, I received from IT department of UOB. I will inshallah share with you through Ms. Rauda right after now. Any questions so far? Mr. Shamim, in case of Spanish, actually, we don't have to look at the language. We have to look at the content, I mean the font, the structure, the formatting, the cover page, the totaling of the question, marks of the question. But it is a good question, I appreciate, because it is not your language, I know. But in EMC, we have to do all these things. Yes, regarding the mapping, even you just have to check the mapping numbers, marks, and all these things. Because in language, there is no other option. In case of Spanish and German, all over UOB, there is no more moderator. It's not only with our committee, it's with all UOB. There is no more person to moderate Spanish or German. So it is better we should settle the issue like this. Just moderate the contents, the marks, and all these things. No, Miss Karen, it is not the matter of the sections. It is the matter of the course. If you are teaching one course to 10 sections, yes, there should be only one folder. If you are using the same exam for all sections, if you are using different exam for each section, Miss Karen, then for each exam there should be a folder. Folders are not for section, especially in IT, for example, they have many sections. So we don't need the folders for sections. We need the folders for exams. If you are using different exams for different sections, then there should be different folders for different exams. Folder has nothing to do with the section. Folder is absolutely with, one second only, yes, with your exam. If there are 10 exams, 10 folders. Yes.
So one folder, sorry. So one folder, can you hear me?
Yes, yes, please.
So one
Yeah, I
folder
can.
for the course. And then subfolders for the different exams. Is that correct?
No,
So
the
you're saying-
main folder I have already created. I will show you, Miss Karen. Here I will show you. 1 second. I will share my screen again. 1 minute.
Okay.
No problem.
All right, thanks.
So I will open Miss Karen's folder here. So as you can see, Miss Karen, let us come to fall. We are dealing with fall now. So it is pre-moderation, right? And it is midterm. Up to
Yeah.
here I have done. Here you will create your course folders. Here,
Yeah.
right click, new
Oh my-
folder. If you have 10 courses, for example, you can create 10 course folders here. If you have 5 courses, you can create 5 folders here.
But this one
Sorry?
course with 2 sections goes in one folder, right?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
As I said earlier, Miss Karen, if you are using the same exam for both sections, if you are
Right, but
using
I
different exam
probably
for each
can't-
section,
Okay.
you got my point.
Yeah, so if I have 2 versions, they stay in the course, but I have 2 folders for the,
Yes,
I don't know.
absolutely right. Any more question? Because you need time for tea or coffee, maybe cold juice, I don't know. So
Assalamu
anything
alaikum
else?
and
Yes,
good
Mr.
morning,
Khalid.
everybody. Sir, I would like to confirm here that once the moderation is done, so it will be sent to the writers folder by you, right, sir?
Exactly.
All right. So after the writer makes changes, the moderator has to check whether these changes have been made or not. Is this the job of the moderator again?
No, actually here what happens, I will collect the papers as I have shown you in PPT. Let me show you here 1 second.
Yeah.
1 minute. Yes, once the moderation has been done by the moderator, all right,
Yeah.
I will copy the folder and bring it back to the writer's folder
All right.
for his review and changes. Now the writer has made the required changes. The writer has made the required changes, all right, clear?
Okay. Okay. Yeah, clear, sir.
The writer here will create a new folder. The writer, after making the changes, will create a new folder. Let me share my screen here again. This one, as you can see here, the writer here creates a new folder under the name after moderation 1. In this folder, the adjusted paper, the exam paper in which the writer has adjusted the required changes. He or she will keep those exam paper plus all the documents again here. From here, it will continue. From here, I will collect the documents. I will inform the writer that your exam has been done. It has been moderated. Please take the paper, go to the dean, get the signature. Once it is done, he or she can take my digital signature. Dean signatures here for exam paper. So far, it is suggested to take from the office, not digital. But EMC chair signature digital are acceptable because these are in the moderation form. In exam paper, especially deans, they are very sensitive positions, so their physical signatures are required. Any more questions?
Good morning.
Yes, Mr. Ali.
Regarding accessing the network using the personal computers that we have at home.
Yes.
Personally, I hope that I hope CFS or EMC won't require us to use our personal laptops and computers, because I personally won't access the network using my personal computer. I'd rather go to the university, do all my
it's
work.
Up to you. No,
because
it is absolutely very up to you.
Yeah. So that's all. Thank you. Just to clarify, okay? So
because see, we have nothing to do, either you are using your personal computer or office computer. I just gave you the guidelines in case, as I am working from home. All right. So Mr. Muhammad Saad accessed my computer from a remote access, I mean from UOB, but it was only for EMC chair, not for members. Members have to do this by on their own. So the file I will share with you, the PDF file, how to download the VPN, install it, and go. So if you want to use your personal computer, it's up to you. If you are comfortable with your office computer, we have no objection. Not at all.
Thank you.
Yes. Any more questions? My pleasure.
I do have a
regarding
question.
The Ms. Karen, I would like to say one more thing, if you don't mind. Only very minor. Regarding the deadlines, please follow the task allocation. EMC has nothing to do with the deadlines. Any faculty, or I mean exam writer, if he or she needs more time for exam writing, he or she should communicate with CFS director, CC to the concerned group leader. Then group leader has to inform the EMC or the concerned moderator that this member has been given, this writer has been given extra time. Evidence is the trailing email. That's all. Yes, Ms. Karen, please.
Well, regarding this, I mean, I'm at home most of the time, so I have to use my personal computer, but I don't want to, of course. But I mean, I might have problems with getting the VPN on it, because I had some issues getting a VPN on my computer. I have another
Let me
VPN.
turn off my camera because signals are dropping from my side.
Okay. So I'm just saying, I had to get I put a VPN
No,
on
this
my
VPN
computer
is basically
in the past, and I had a lot of issues with it. So I don't know, there might be a problem with it. How do I get that resolved?
No. Ms. Karen, see, I have my laptop. It's a new one. Just 2 weeks back, I got it from Pakistan. The thing is that this VPN is not like that VPN. This VPN is only and only for our folders access. Don't worry, we are not using it for any other purpose. Throughout the day, from 7:30 a.m., believe it or not, till 4 p.m., my VPN is on for the last 36 hours. No issue at all. Don't worry. But well, even then, if you are afraid,
I am concerned that it will not upload on my computer in the right way. That's what I'm asking.
I do understand. In this case, Ms. Karen, you can use office computer, or you may communicate with Mr. Muhammad Saad, IT head.
All right. I
Ms.
mean, I
Joanne,
may,
regarding the
I may
VPN,
have
I
to-
told you this is not with me. EMC has nothing to do with VPN. This VPN, this file has been shared from the IT department in UOB. Either it
Right.
is legal or not. I am sorry to say I cannot give any comment. I cannot give any comment.
all right. Okay, thank you.
Because see, Miss Joanne, if my car is not working, it does not mean I cannot use my friend's car. It will not be a crime, I think. I can use that car to settle my issues. But anyhow, if you are concerned about the VPN, please approach IT department in UOB. EMC has nothing to do with this VPN thing. Any more question? And thank you very much for being patient with me. Thank you. All right, then please enjoy your coffee or tea, and we will be together all the time. Thank you very much. Stay home or stay in your office. Stay blessed. Remember me and my family in your prayers.